Good evening and welcome to another edition of the program, Everyone Deserves a Home. I am Aisha Muhammad Ahmed, your regular host. It's a pleasure to have you join us. Across the globe, cooperative societies have empowered individuals through collective ownership model. In Nigeria, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is reinforcing this role through the Cooperative Housing Development Loan, CHDL. These enables registered cooperative societies to develop quality and affordable homes for their members. FOSBYS Cooperative Society is one of the beneficiaries of this initiative, leveraging the CHDL to develop homes tailored to the needs of its members. And so, in this episode of the program, we shall highlight the impact of this project located in Marabang Ado in Karu local government area of Nasarawa State. Still in the package, we'll hear the story of one of the beneficiaries who has the burden of rent lifted off him and is now living happily in his own home, thanks to the NHF scheme. These and more when the program commences fully after the break. Don't go away.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced *219#. *219# is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial *219#. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
Welcome back. We'll begin the program as usual with highlights of major events at the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. In our lineup tonight, FMBN set to launch new mortgage products, and FMBN partners Shelter Afrique to unlock 5,000 housing units across Nigeria. Details of this shortly. Stay with us. A new strategic housing collaboration is in the works as Shelter Afrique Development Bank plans to support the delivery of 5,000 housing units across Nigeria. This was announced during a courtesy visit by the Shelter Afrique delegation to the management of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria in Abuja. Speaking at the occasion, the managing director of FMBN, Shehu Usman Osidi, reaffirmed the bank's mandate in providing affordable housing finance, underscoring the importance of deepening strategic partnerships to scale up housing delivery nationwide.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, housing lies at the heart of our mandate through the National Housing Fund and the President's Renewed Hope Housing Agenda. Every home financed under the NHF represents more than just shelter. It serves as a catalyst for economic growth. We recognize that investment in housing stimulates local industries, generates employment, deepens financial markets, mobilizes long-term domestic savings, and expands access to mortgage finance for Nigeria's workforce. As Nigeria's mortgage institution, we remain committed to broadening access to home ownership for Nigerian workers through innovative mortgage solutions and strategic partnerships.
Shehu Osidi noted that the partnership is essential in order to unlock opportunities, strengthen investor confidence, and boost the delivery of affordable homes across Nigeria.
We look forward to partnering with Shelter Afrique Development Bank, recognizing that partnerships like these are critical to addressing Nigeria's huge housing deficit. Together, we can combine expertise, capital, and innovative financing solutions to accelerate the delivery of affordable housing for low and medium income Nigerians. Your presence today further inspires us and reinforces our commitment to innovative solutions and meaningful partnerships.
Leading the delegation, the senior regional head for the North, West and South regions, Madaki, stated that the visit was aimed at strengthening institutional collaboration while acknowledging the bank's role in expanding access to housing finance.
This visit is driven by our strong desire to establish a structured, mutual beneficial framework for collaboration. We currently have a strategic engagement with the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development on a project under structuring. Given FMBN's pivotal role in housing finance and mortgage offtake, it will be both coherent and impactful for FMBN to take the lead on the offtake component of this initiative. We look forward to exploring practical pathways for partnership and to building a long-term productive relationship between our institutions.
Also speaking, the senior investment officer of the organization, Elizabeth Ogenigbu, highlighted Shelter Africa's ongoing collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development and expressed readiness to partner with FMBN in providing structured off-taker access for the proposed 5,000 housing units.
The plan is for the ministry to provide land. A land has already been identified in Lugbe, and then to mitigate, all risk in the project. So, of course, ongoing discussion is for us to work with the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to help in taking care of the offtake side by mitigating the marketing risk.
Present at the meeting were other members of the FMBN management team. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, says it will roll out new mortgage products aimed at expanding access to affordable housing and strengthening financial inclusion. Executive Director, Business and Portfolio Management at the FMBN, Mrs. Chinenye Anosike, who also chairs the bank's new product committee, stated this in an interview. Mrs. Anosike said the new product launch forms part of FMBN's ongoing efforts to respond to the evolving housing and financing needs of Nigerians at home and in the diaspora. She further explained that the products were carefully developed to address identified gaps in the housing finance market while aligning with the bank's mandate of making home ownership more accessible and sustainable.
So we have the rent assistance, then we have the micro home renovation loan, and then again we have the diaspora. I also mentioned it before. The diaspora, we're almost done, and like I said, it's for Nigerians who are contributing but they are abroad. Is to curb the issue that has been incessant, people sending money to the country for their relatives to build for them and they never do that. So this addresses that. The bank wants to partner with our people abroad, build houses and give them mortgage loans to offtake the houses. Now, that's aside. We also have the non-interest loan. This to also cater for another niche or another sector of the business. Like we know, is for people that would do the non-interest banking basically. And what it's going to do really is on rent to own. But it's not going to be on interest basis. It will be on lease, so to speak. Just non-interest. So those are the four we are working on, and very soon, and definitely this year, we'll be rolling it out. We are just fine-tuning the whole process.
To provide affordable housing finance to Nigerian workers.
Our focus is on ensuring the financial sustainability of this bank.
I've been developing other products in order to reach the masses.
Strategic partnership is at the core of our business.
We have touched over 14 million lives.
Opening or trying new frontiers that still
Every Nigerian deserves a home, and we will keep striving.
We are very strategic in the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President.
FMBN, everyone deserves a home.
You're still watching Everyone Deserves a Home. Do you know that National Housing Fund is not only meant for public and civil servants alone? Even those in the informal sector can access the bank's products through cooperatives. Example of such beneficiary is the project the FMBN is funding for FOS-BYS Cooperative Society Limited under the Cooperative Housing Development Loan in One Man Village, Maraba Ado. Let's have the details of this project in our Building Blocks segment coming up shortly. Stay tuned.
The Cooperative Housing Development Loan is a tailored finance option that enables registered cooperatives to develop affordable housing for their members. The initiative gives access to over 500 million naira in funding at a 10% interest rate with a repayment period of up to 12 months. The funds are released in tranches, ensuring smooth project execution from land development to the actual construction. It is a strategic solution by FMBN to bridge the housing gap and expand access to home ownership for a broader segment of the population. Provided by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, the loan extends access to housing finance beyond the formal sector, allowing members of informal sector to benefit through cooperative societies. The scheme is designed to make home ownership seamless and inclusive for all eligible contributors of the National Housing Fund, NHF. This is Gesso Global Homes, developed by Gesso Global Concept Limited. This ongoing project is being funded by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for First Buys Cooperative Society Limited, located at One Man Village, Mararaban Ado, Karu, local government area of Nasarawa State. The 32-unit housing project comprises 16 units of 2-bedroom flats, currently at the first tranche of disbursement.
The project planning is 32 units in all, but according to FMBN policies, they give you 2 tranches. Before it was 3 tranches, but now with the new policy of the Honorable Minister, it has been reduced to 2 tranches to enable the developers work fast with ease. So presently now, we've constructed 16 units of 2-bedroom block of flats. 8 on this side, 8 on this side, which is 16.
The loan, which also covers infrastructure, will provide all basic infrastructures such as electricity, water, access road, among other amenities.
The infrastructures are, I think, the road, the lights, and provision of the water. If you notice, if you can look by your right hand side, the tank stand is on ground already. So those are the infrastructures.
While the project is ongoing, the selection process of the off-takers is made through profiling and affordability, which makes them eligible to offtake the houses.
The selection process is easy because it is called cooperative development loan, meaning that cooperative that shown interest written to the bank that they want a specific developer to build for them. So, and in situations where those cooperatives don't come, there are other subscribers on ground who are cooperative contributors to National Housing Funds that are on ground to pick them up. They go through National Housing Fund to get accreditation. If their contribution is up to date, and they do the profiling for eligibility. Each process that have gone through the eligibility stage will be given the unit.
The project has a prototype unit of how the whole project will look like after completion. Each unit will have a fully finished look with POP, tiles, paint, wardrobe and kitchen cabinets, creating a comfortable and conducive living environment upon completion. The developer of the project explains more on the partnership with the FMBN and its impact.
The current policies with the bank now, they make it easy for disbursement so that you move to site and not struggle at the site. And the standard has been upgraded. Before, if you go to Federal Mortgage Bank houses, you cannot, you will start complaining. But the Honorable Minister, through the current MD now, OCD, has tried as much as possible to set a particular standard.
Beyond housing delivery, the project has generated employment opportunities for artisans and other workers within the community.
Opportunities are bound, especially when it comes to construction. You have masons, you have plumbers, you have electricians, you have carpenters, you have furnitures, all at the same time. On the process of doing this work, we had over close to like 80 people working at the same time at the site, and it's continuously because we worked for like 4-5 month stretch, and we're working from morning till night, Monday to Sundays. We even worked on Christmas Day, we worked on New Year Day.
With the current economic challenges, the project developer was able to be cost efficient through bulk purchase after every disbursement as the project continues.
Okay, what we tried to do at that time was, immediate disbursement was made, we went to the market to buy materials in bulk. So by the time inflation came up, we were already out from the market because we purchased our materials already on site.
We are Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, your trusted partner in making home ownership aspiration a reality.
From savings to holding your keys in your hands, our products are designed to make owning a home easier, faster, and more affordable. The National Housing Fund Mortgage Loan gives you low-interest financing to buy your dream home.
The home renovation loan helps you upgrade your space without stress.
And with rent-to-own, you can move into your home first and pay over time.
We also offer the cooperative housing development loan, bringing groups together to build communities.
With our individual construction loan, you can build at your pace on your land.
Our rent assistance loan assists you to pay your rent without stress.
Nigerians abroad can invest back home with our NHF diaspora mortgage loan.
Plus our non-interest loan for Nigerians with preference for such financing model.
To access any of our products, can you log on to www.ibank.com or visit any of our branches nationwide? We are also very active on all our social media platforms. In FMBN, customer centricity is our topmost priority.
Thanks for staying with us. One of the most fulfilling experiences for anyone is being able to be called a homeowner. This does not only give one a sense of fulfillment, it cuts expenses to a large extent for the homeowner. Thanks to the FMBN, many families are now homeowners. Let us hear the story of another beneficiary of the NHF scheme.
Well, that is working.
It's something fantastic. It's great.
It's very easy to access.
It's flexible.
The mortgage is really low.
I call myself a landlord.
I'm a happy homeowner.
It's a dream come true. On the click of a button, you can access our facilities.
Alhaji Abubakar Muhammad, a retiree of the Nigeria Shippers Council, is now a proud homeowner, a journey that began unexpectedly. His interest was sparked when representatives of Al-Mukab Dynamics visited the organization to introduce a new housing estate. That marked the beginning of a life-changing decision.
In 2018, Al-Mukab Dynamics approached our organization, and when the company approached our organization and explained about how workers can acquire home, and there instantly the management accepted it, and they set up a committee to liaise with both Al-Mukab Dynamics and Federal Mortgage Bank.
Although he had heard about the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria through television adverts and his colleagues, homeownership through the bank had never crossed his mind.
I have heard about them because through adverts I've been seeing them on television, and then some of our friends, there are some that work there, where I'm aware of them, but I've never thought of, processing, home ownership through them until when this developer came to our organization to introduce introduce the scheme to us. But I'm aware of them. I've been seeing them through media and what have you.
Receiving the keys to his new home was a joyful moment for Alhaji Abubakar and his family. The excitement, the relief, and the sense of accomplishment were clear as he expressed gratitude.
I'm so excited, honestly, because I've been thinking in my life, I have kids and what have you. So what will happen if I retired and I don't have a house that I have to continue to rent? and or if they give me my retirement benefits, they might not be able to acquire a house for me. So this flexibility, honestly, and making it easy for me, and when I receive my key, the whole of my family were excited because I know here in Kano alone, I have stayed for more than 10 houses where I rented. Some I noticed, they will tell you they have sold the house, or they will tell you somebody is waiting, their children are waiting, please, they need the house. So that's how we have been moving. So with this, acquiring of this house, I'm so happy, honestly. And I appreciate the support of Federal Mortgage Bank and Al-Mukab Dynamics, the developer. I would say thank you for making it so easy for me to acquire my home and retire in the house.
One of the things he appreciates most about the process is the flexible repayment structure. For him, the monthly deductions were convenient, making the journey smoother.
It is convenience, and that's why initially I say it is flexible, because everything is scientific. It will be there. When are you retiring? When will the payment commence? So it's scientific and flexible. One thing I noticed, I started the deduction commenced when I was assistant director, and it ended when I was a director. Well, I will advise the citizens of Kano State and in general Nigerians that federal mortgage housing system works, and it is flexible, it is convenient, and it's something that each and every organization or individuals can, go and negotiate and see which of the plan is convenient for you.
Our question for the week is, can someone who has attained 35 years in service and does not necessarily clock 60 years of age apply for his or her NHF fund?
The law is very specific in saying that the applicant for refund must be 60 years of age, but there is another provision which also says inability to make continuous contributions to the National Housing Fund. So in a case in which somebody has attained 35 years in service but has not attained the age of 60 years, we also make that provision for a refund to that individual because he has attained the maximum working length of time, which is 35 years in service. So in that case, we oblige a request for refund in such cases.
This is where we wrap up the program for this week. For more information about the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria and its products, kindly visit any of our branches nationwide or log on to www.fmbn.gov.ng. And if you are already an NHF contributor, you can check your contribution status by simply dialing *219# on your mobile phone or visit ibank.gov.ng to register. Mortgage is real, and FMBN is here to bring home ownership to your doorstep because we believe everyone deserves a home. Thank you for watching. I am Aisha Muhammad Ahmed. See you next week.